Hi, it's Mary from Old School Speech. I'm going to show you how to use your Google Calendar for your to-do list by using tasks. But before I do that, I'm going to show you a couple of shortcuts that Erin at Word of Mouth shared on her blog post, How to Use Google Calendar to Make Your Therapy Schedule. So thanks, Erin. Her website is wordofmouthspeech.blogspot.com. She gave a couple of very useful tips. So I'm going to run you through those real quick. So the first thing we want to do, if you look at the calendar, I've got Sunday through Saturday, and it's a 24-hour range. So if you'll go up here to the gear, click on that, and then find labs. If you'll look, the very first one is hide morning and night. So I'm going to enable that and then save. And then you'll see my 12 to 8 a.m. is condensed and 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. is condensed. If you want to change those times, all you have to do is just click and see the little bar there. Just click it, and you can drag it however you want to, and it didn't catch it. So let me try it again. Okay, so now I've got 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., but I need to change that back. So let me change it back real quick. Not that it really matters for this purpose, but okay, and then let's go back up to settings, and then this time we're going to click on settings, and if you'll scroll down, the default event duration, I want that to be 30 minutes. And the week starts on Sunday. And then if you'll look at the show weekends in week and month view, I'm going to say no. And then I'm going to save that. And you can see now I have the work week and my work day. Okay, so that's set. Thank you, Erin, for showing me how to do that. That was very helpful. So the next thing you're going to do is put your tasks in, your to-do list. Okay, so I will say that when I first looked at this calendar, it stopped at demo. The reminders and the tasks weren't on there. So what you do is you go up to My Calendars and click on the arrow, and then click on Settings. And you can see it's here. So what you have to do is just click All under Show and List, and it will come. It should come up, and then go back to Calendar. But now it says Reminders, and I want it to say Tasks. So if you'll just click on the arrow next to Reminders, you can switch to Tasks, and there we've got the tasks. And then if you look over here on the right-hand side, that's where my tasks are going to be listed. If I don't want to see it, all I have to do is click that arrow. But I do want to see it, so I'm going to go back and click on that. All right. So let's say I need to recheck some students. So I'm just going to put my cursor, just click right there next to the box, and I'm just going to put in rechecks or recheck. Okay, and then by hitting enter, I go to the next one. Well, let's say I've got some rechecks on my other school too. All right, so let's go back up here to this recheck. If you click on the arrow, it has the due date. Okay, well, I'm going to do that on Tuesday. And I need to recheck Susie, Lacey, and Amy. All right, and if you can have more than one list. That adds look down at the bottom, and you've got that will add the task, that will delete the task, and then as far as my list, I can get a new list. I can rename this list. So let's say I want to rename this as Old School Speech, and then click OK. And so I've changed that. Okay, so let's get back to the recheck. So I've got my due date, I've got who I need to recheck, and you can see it's over here on my calendar. And if I have more than one list, I can change it if I need to. Then I'm going to click back to list. So on my other school, let's say I'm going to recheck on Wednesday, and I need to recheck Jill, Haley, and Jennifer. And these are all girls' names because these are all my kindergarten teachers. I just decided to use their names, so they're famous now. Okay, and you can see it popped up over there. All right, so I want to go back to the list. So there's a couple of different ways you can do this. Let's say, okay, so I've got this recheck, and let's say that I've already rechecked Susie, Lacey, and Amy. So all I have to do, all I have to do is just click in that box, and it checks them all off. If you look over here in the list, it has checked them off. If I want to get rid of them, I don't want to see them anymore, I can just left click on it, and down at the bottom you see it says delete. Okay, now look, if you look down here at the bottom in this yellow box, it says item deleted. So if I want to see what I just deleted, I can always come back and check. Those were some other ones that I had done. Okay, so I want to go back to the list. So now I've just got, let's on Wednesday, I redid theirs. All right, so they're good to go. All right, and let me go ahead and delete those. Okay, and again, I can click on here and I can see what I deleted. And I want to go back to the list. All right, so let's say I have some rechecks, and I'm not going to put in all of their names. If I can spell, that would be helpful. And put some more rechecks. And I need to do some invitations, IEP meetings. All right, so if I want the invitations to come first, if you see when I put the cursor on the name, these little dots came up, and all I have to do is just grab it and drag it to wherever I want. It is that easy. Again, I wanted to thank Erin at wordofmouthspeech.blogspot.com for those very helpful shortcuts. It definitely has made my calendar just a little bit less cluttered, and I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, just leave a leave a comment on my blog post, and I really appreciate it. I hope this helps. Thank you.